look like, what it be like, what it do, YouTube? This is V coming at you to bring you guys along for an impromptu ride that the Gladiators and I will be doing today. Today's ride will be 90 miles of trail riding, and for me it'll serve two purposes. One is to prepare me for another epic ride we will be doing that will entail more than 110 miles like we did this past summer. Also, just to see how the temperature in the DMV area, since it is cold outside, will affect the range on my Kingsong 18XL. Currently, the temperature is hovering at 45 degrees. The highs today will be 50. The lows will be in the mid-30s. Because it's a 90-mile trek, we will have a stop-off point, I believe in Reston, Virginia, to charge our wheels. But again, it'll be another interesting ride. I'm anxious to get it started. The meetup point today will be in Westover Park, Arlington. So I'm heading out there right now. And so let me concentrate on the road so we can get this thing started. This is a gentle warning that this video's audio is in raw form. This was done to capture our experience and to give our viewers a bird's eye view of our experience throughout the 90-mile journey. With that being said, be mindful that certain segments of the video's volume will fluctuate. My apologies in advance.
Arigato. They both here. Yeah, they both here. Como arigato. Yeah. Mercy buku, sir. Mercy buku. All right, now.
Like he won't talk. I'm a prisoner in my own mind. I feel like he won't talk. I feel like he won't talk. There's a check, there's a check.
Copy.
It's more high-end for the Kingsong app, so it might be like 18,
unicycle back.
17, 18 miles per hour.
Or
I usually correct to 10% for the Kingsong app. So if we correct for 10%, then we're looking at about 20 miles an hour if it says 23.
Copy that. I think that will be it.
night, man. I love it.
Of the video, you see Lutello and Neil had swapped EUCs. Now, we had just left resting and we all were hovering at 80 percentile. We had gone 12 miles down the road when Lutello's EUC was throttling real bad and hovering at 39%. So, in order to make the remaining 17-mile trek to Purcellville, they swapped EUCs. Now, it was alleged that because Lutello was our wingman and that we were drafting him, he took the brunt of the 30 miles per hour gust of wind that was hitting us throughout the duration of this ride. And because of it, he sacrificed his battery draining at a lot faster rate than ours, when that was furthest from the truth. Because if you look throughout the video, we were staggered and we were not close enough behind him to really reap the benefits of drafting. So more or less, it was due in part of the wind, the weight, and the temperature. And oh yeah, let's not forget our speed.
First lesson, I barely made it at charging up to 80 volts. And that was in the summer with no wind. We were riding pretty fast, so that was probably what was draining the battery. But my point is that it could easily, with colder temperatures, it might be even worse.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So,
like 20% over it drops.
yeah, so we have to really, if I couldn't make it back, well, what we would really have to do is ride more slow. We really have to keep it around 15 miles an hour or so. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm coming from. That's what I'm.
We can do just 15 miles per hour until we can get out of the start.
Yeah, we really would have to.
Because like earlier you got 30% and then we drive like 15 miles. We still got here. Burning. It's burning, but still, if we get that 30% range
Right.
from
Right. Yeah.
what, 10 miles?
That was more than 10 miles.
Maybe 15.
I thought it was because remember I said, oh, it's 10 miles to mile marker 40.
Yeah.
We were at 30. We were at the 30-mile marker when I hit.
Probably it's 15 miles.
Right.
From where we switched,
It was 20.
it's 20.
Well, no, it was 45 miles. So we were at the 30-mile marker. So it was 15 miles to the top and another 2 miles down to Starbucks.
I must say I'm not doing a very good job chronicling the 90-mile trek today. Currently, it's close to 7. When we came here, it was 6:33. So it's been about, I want to say 20 minutes. So it's closer to 7 o'clock. I don't have my watch on because I had to get my wrist guards. So I take my watch off. So, but cold weather does play a major factor. Now, we already knew that. However, we didn't know just how much of a factor it played. Now, Lutello, he's 220 pounds. He had a backpack. I had a backpack. I'm 130 pounds. Neil's about 140 pounds. And Taz, I want to say, he's probably about 150 pounds. So we basically all had backpacks on, so just add 10 to 12 pounds. I know my backpack weighed 12 pounds. I weighed it prior to leaving the house. However, when we started this journey, 10 o'clock, we actually started on time. We met up in Westover Park in Arlington, Virginia, and we made it to our first destination spot, which was Reston, the Starbucks. However, when we made it there, we actually was going to bypass it. However, when Lutello realized he was...
This is where I had to pause the video because I don't know whether or not I was tired, delirious, or a combination of the two, but the information that I had was kind of skewed wherein it pertained to Lutello's battery life. He was basically hovering just in the 70 percentile, whereas the rest of us was slightly above 70 percentile, and this is after 14 miles of riding from Arlington to Reston, Virginia.
Shy of 50, he was below 50% battery life at that point. I was roughly about 70%, as well as Neil and Taj. We sort of kind of lightweight, so we were hovering around the 70% bracket. So we wound up stopping off at Starbucks in Reston, charged up for about an hour, I'm going to say, and we roughly, all of us left out of there with about 80% battery life. However, because we were taking a lot of wind, we're talking about 30 miles per hour wind that was hitting us for the bulk of the ride. Matter of fact, it felt like for the whole freaking duration that we were heading to Purcellville. When we got within, I want to say...
Delirium set in again. It was 17 miles to Purcellville.
10 miles from Purcellville, Lutello wheel basically was telling him to decelerate, and he was running 30% battery life. So we wound up having to, well, he wound up swapping with Neil. Neil, we had over 50% battery life. So by the time we made it to Purcellville, that 10 miles, Lutello wheel was at 5%. And so we stayed in Purcellville for close to 2 hours. However, while we was charging in Starbucks, there were a lot of other people there charging their laptops. And we were charging our EUCs. There's 4 EUCs. Unfortunately, we blew a fuse, and like always, when a fuse blow, when we were at a charging station, employees went dumb. Basically said they didn't know where the fuse box was, which I find that hard to believe, especially if there's a manager on duty. So they didn't set the breaker, so we wound up having to find a library, or we didn't find a library. A lady at the Starbucks basically chatted up with Lutello and told her where we could topple up our wheels. So we rushed over to the library, and we had about a good 30 minutes before they closed. So we charged up what we could. Lutello, Neil, I believe, left out of there with 60% battery life, and Taj and myself, we were basically close to 90%. So we found Wegmans, which was 21 miles from Purcellville, because we knew we were not going to make it home or make it to our cars with the battery life that we had left, plus we were dealing with the cold. So we made it to Wegmans, which is where I'm at now, and I'm assuming we're going to stay here until we are fully charged, because there is no way we're going to make it to our cars with the temperatures dropping like they are, because we're in the 30s, but when you're riding, you're talking about in the 20s. So we're going to stay here, warm up a little bit, and get fully charged. I'm at 83% because...
Yet again, I misspoke. We had 21 miles, not 31 miles to our final destination.
We can't stop off at Reston because the Starbucks in Reston closed at 7 o'clock. So that's a wash. So, but this truck here, not so much an eye-opener, but we kind of figured that we were going to have some depletion of battery life, but we didn't realize just how much battery life we were going to lose with the conditions that we were riding in. Lutello, because he's a little bit heavier than the rest of us, he will about 100 pounds, anywhere from 70 to 100 pounds heavier than the three of us that's riding with him. So he has it the worst because he just, I mean, it wasn't even a slow crawl to Purcellville. I mean,
He was coasting on a wing and a prayer.
5% battery life. But like I said, we have 31 more miles left, and it's going to be pretty interesting because I tell you, it took every bit of strength for me to just not call an Uber because it is frigid out there. I didn't give a crap over if I can make it or not. It's just daggone cold. You gotta love riding these EUCs because you gotta be not in your right mind, be coming out here temperatures like this and riding 90 friggin' miles. But I'm gonna end here and try to defrost my toes and get back on the road, and by the time we make it to our cars, I won't be too bad for the wear, but I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Last 2 miles of our journey, I got so weary of the cold cutting through my gloves like a serrated knife that I abandoned my post as the camera person to opt for warmer hands. But the takeaway for me on this day was, given the conditions in which we were riding in, my KS 18XL range was cut by 40%. Although that's a significant deficit considering, I'm quite sure better odds would have been in my favor had it not been for the high wind gusts coupled with my speed. Nonetheless, I truly enjoyed the experience and can't wait to conquer the epic 150-plus mile group ride. That's if no other group has already claimed it. Deuces.